Alright. Before I even unlock this door, this is the door to Blighttown, by the way. Before I even do that, I need... Hello? Blooming moss and normal purple moss. I'm definitely going to need that. The reason why I was saying I don't want to use all my mosses in the depths is because I know I'm definitely going to need them in Blighttown. Alright, I guess there's nothing else to do but proceed. Not looking forward to this huge amount. Blighttown's never been one of my favorite places. But, like anything in Dark Souls, it's not too bad if you keep your wits about you. Down we go. After going all down that we did in the depths in Blighttown, we're going to be going down and down and down, just further and further. So these big boys are, you can backstab them. They have a lot of health, but they're not too hard to dodge. Biggest issue right here is that he is at risk of pushing me off. Pushing me off into the... Ooh! Oh yeah, they also poison. I forgot about that. He's at risk of pushing me off this little bridge, but we managed it. We managed. So there'll be another one of these guys just up ahead. Oh, two more. Alright, I prefer to just fight one at a time. Come on. Why are you being so shy? Backstabbing these guys is definitely the way to go. As they are pretty resistant to normal damage. There we go. Nice. One more up ahead. Unfortunately, despite them being large enemies, these guys do respawn. But if all goes well, that is, barring any unfortunate deaths, this will be the only time that I have to come through this particular part of Blighttown. So they do that kind of yell that they just did. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It doesn't alert other enemies as far as I'm aware. I might just be a little yell that he wants to do, but I mean, hey, I'm not complaining because whenever he does it, he leaves himself open for attack. Whenever I step further, there will be a guy who's going to start shooting blow darts at me. And the blow darts are toxic blow darts, and if they hit me, I'll be inflicted with toxic, which is like poison on steroids. It's poison, but you take way more damage. And that's what the blooming moss is for. So just the normal purple moss, it cures poison, but you need the blooming moss in order to cure toxic. So these guys, I forget what they're called. I think they might just be called like savages or something. They're essentially just kind of like hollows, just like mindless enemies. But they have a lot more health, as you saw. Like I think back in the Undead Parish and the Undead Barrack, I was one-shotting the hollows. These guys are taking quite a few more hits. Here come the darts. So I want to kill this guy, the dart blowing guy, ASAP. And once you kill these guys, they do not respawn, which is nice. I think that was kind of the game's way of admitting, okay, yeah, these guys are kind of a little bit insane. Did he die? No. Oh my, I thought you could hit enemies. I'm about to get surrounded. I thought you could hit enemies on ladders. Yeah, the toxic guys are a little crazy, to be honest. There's also several different levels of toxic in this game, and the blow dart guys will inflict you with the worst form of toxic. I think it's something like you lose 14 health every 1/6 of a second. It's like insane. So like I was already kind of apprehensive coming down here with only 2 blooming purple mosses. But killing this first guy has made me feel a little bit better about it. But there are more blow dart guys up ahead. Now you notice whenever I killed the blow dart guy that he dropped some moss, which is very handy, especially if you're down here without knowing what to expect and you don't have moss. But there's also not a guarantee that the blow dart guys are going to drop blooming moss. So like you saw, I killed that blow dart guy and he just dropped normal purple moss. He didn't drop any blooming moss, which, I mean, it's not like the purple moss is not useful because there's plenty of normal poison in Blighttown as well. But the blooming moss is a real hot commodity down here. I mean, since they don't respawn once you've killed all the blow dart guys, you know, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But coming through here for the very first time, as I'm doing right now, it's kind of a concern. Another thing Dark Souls 2 did better than Dark Souls 1 is, in Dark Souls 2, if you hold down B while climbing up a ladder, you will actually climb up the ladder faster. It's like a speedy climb up the ladder. In Dark Souls, there's only one ladder up speed. You can slide down ladders in Dark Souls 1, as you can in 2, but in 2 they added you to be able to go up the ladder faster, which is just a nice quality of life change because some of the ladders can get long. Let's see. I remember the first time coming through Blighttown, I was so stressed out. It's so funny how easier this game seems if you just are staying calm and like trying not to get overwhelmed and just going through it methodically, taking the path, you know, not getting too worked up. Like there's the bonfire right there. See, we're there already. I probably died, you know, I don't even know, 5 or 6 times maybe coming through here the first time before I even reached the bonfire, because I was just so confused by what was happening, and these enemies were too hard, and I was aggroing too many of them at once, and I was getting shot by toxic darts, and the big guys from the beginning were killing me, and, you know, I just kind of had a casual walk down here this time. What's it doing? That's weird. I was about to say that I don't even need to rest at this bonfire because my health is full and I have all 10 of my flasks, but if I die, I'll respawn back up at the depths bonfire unless I rest here. Which is actually topical because I was just on the topic of Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 2, they made it to where whenever you light a bonfire, that becomes your spawn point. So you don't have to necessarily rest at a bonfire in order to respawn at it. Just lighting the bonfire, oh gosh. If you light a bonfire and then die immediately after without resting anywhere, that will be your respawn point, will be at that bonfire, even if you didn't rest at it. Which I think is actually a positive change. Because sometimes you don't want to rest because you'll bring back all the enemies. And that's not really what you're looking to do. Oh, nice. Alright, so now I have 5 blooming purple moss clumps, which makes me feel quite a bit better. Oh yes, forgot about this. The rickety bridge. So, ooh. So I've never actually fallen off that bridge before, all the times going through Blighttown. But every single... Oh gosh. Of course, I don't have my shield up when I need it. But every single time I've gone across it, I think I've had a close call, just like I did there. But I've never actually fallen off of it, so hopefully that streak remains alive. These little doggies will shoot fire at you, as you just saw earlier. That's the only attack they have that is worrisome. Let's see. Nice, nice. So, from here you can see pretty well. All the way down there is where Blighttown leads. So you kind of follow all these little, like, ramshackle wooden scaffolds until you reach the very bottom. And as you can see, there's like a swamp down there. And that swamp water will inflict you with poison for the entire time that you're standing or walking in it, which is obviously just a joy. Which is why it's wise to have both a large quantity. It's always a close call, but I never fall. A large quantity of normal purple moss while you're here as well, because walking through that swamp down there, you'll be poisoned the entire time you're in there. So it's definitely useful to keep some moss on hand. So I don't need to rest at the bonfire, so I can resume. There will be another blow dart guy somewhere. He starts shooting at me. Oh no, he's up here. That's right. You go this way. That's the way I just came from. So, oh my gosh. What the heck was that? Oh, this guy. Jeez. Freaking scared me. Oh gosh, this is not going well. It's very important to try to not let those dogs get their fire off, because if they're able to get their fire attacks off, that can very easily stun lock you. And, especially if there's several of them, it can be a real nightmare. Is this where I just came down from to get to the bonfire? I'm just double checking. It was, okay. Oh my. I knew there was a guy in there and he still scared me. Man, these guys take so many hits, it's crazy. So I haven't memorized my way through Blighttown. This is only my third time coming through here. But I think I understand it to an okay degree. Coming through here... Oh, nice. Coming through here for the very first time is like disorienting and stressful and not a fun time. But now that I kind of am more confident in this area, I can relax a bit more. Black cloth mask worn by spooks from an eastern land, designed so as not to hinder their unique form of martial arts. While it sacrifices defense for the sake of greater mobility, it does offer resistance to bleeding and poison, among other things, perhaps due to the nature of espionage. Cool. Let's see, from here. Okay, I guess that's everything that's here. Can I... Where are you meant to go from here? Am I just supposed to jump across? I guess so. Oh, or roll. Okay, I was actually trying to jump there, but we made it across regardless. There'll be another blow die guard. There he is. See, he's shooting darts at me. which is not very cool of him. Ooh, that dart barely missed me. That one did too. Nice. Bye-bye. Have fun in the swamp. Let's see if I can't get over to that blow dart guy and end his life. There's a ladder that goes... Oh, he shot me. Okay, so I'm now toxic. Since that has already occurred... This is when Blighttown actually becomes stressful, whenever you're toxic. Whenever you've gotten toxic. Why am I so confused? I could have sworn there was a ladder around here. Alright, let's just go ahead and fix that. Oh, I guess I'm thinking of that ladder. Am I supposed to drop down here? Disregard that giant thing. We'll deal with that later. Are you about to drop down? He seems quite confused. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about you if you're not gonna worry about me. Okay. Yeah, that giant thing, I think it's called the parasitic wall hugger, I think is the name of that enemy. We'll deal with him from the backside. What the heck? Oh, this is where that ladder leads. Okay, I understand now. Just sending everyone to the swamp. That's hilarious. So I'd like to find that blow dart guy and retire him from living. Ah, yes. More of you guys is what I definitely need in my life. There we go. Get out of town. So there's another ladder that goes down here. Where does this go? All the areas... Oh gosh. Of course he would toxic me right as I'm about to kill him. I did not remember there being a dart blower there. Well, off you go. Die. Die some more. And die forever. Eagle shield. Great shield with an eagle design. Lightest and easiest great shield to handle. Great shields are very stable and deflect attacks, but one cannot parry and instead bashes with the shield. I don't parry anyway. It's only 0.5 heavier than the knight shield. Let's see. This only has 95% physical damage reduction. It does have 70 stability though, which is pretty awesome. Stability is a stat which a shield has. Actually, weapons have it too, but most weapons are going to have low stability. But weapons are a stat that stability... Oh, gosh. Stability is a stat that shields have, and weapons, that basically affects whenever you're blocking with said shield. The stability affects how much getting hit while blocking moves you around and pushes you. So if you have really high stability and you're blocking, getting attacked and blocking the attack is like, you know, your character barely budges. It's like, pfft, bro, your attack is nothing to me. But if you're using a shield with low stability, you can block the attack, and if your shield has low stability, the attack can push you around quite a bit. So we obviously don't want to go that way because there's a giant thing there. Up this ladder, I believe there's another blow dart guy. The guy who shot me the first time. Hey buddy, you up here? Yeah, look, here he is. Scumbag. Perish and die. Okay. Wait just a minute. Ah, I forgot there was a path through here. Ah, yes. This is the way I actually want to go, too. That's convenient. So if I head through here... More of these guys, because of course there is. I'm just imagining what Blighttown would be like if it was designed by the people who created Dark Souls 2 instead of this game, because it would just be an absolute nightmare. Dark Souls 2 kind of has its own version of Blighttown called The Gutter, but it's kind of like a softball version. It's more annoying in some ways, but it's also less annoying in a lot of ways. If you can't tell, we're now behind the parasitic wall hugger, so we can actually hit him on the back and take him out. We need to be careful not to get too close, though, because we can pretty easily fall in front of him, which is obviously not going to be what we want. I'm not sure how many hits he's going to take, but shouldn't be too many more. There he goes. Let's see, Pyromancy. Pyromancy spell. And as you can see, we're right back here. So we just went up that ladder and then went across so we could kill the wall hugger. And then down here is the way to progress. Die. As you can see, there's a big guy here as well. Should be able to get a backstab off. There we go. Whenever Dark Souls came out originally in 2011, which is crazy to think that this game and Skyrim came out in the exact same year, and Portal 2 for that matter. I mean, that was a great year for video games. When this game came out originally, this was like the most hated area in the entire game. Atrocious fecal waste matter. Throw at enemy to build up toxins, but also builds up your toxicity. Although the stench makes it difficult to carry in one's person, turning an enemy toxic inflicts high damage over a period of time. Oh gosh. But yeah, everyone hated Blighttown whenever this game first came out, in addition to the obvious reasons of it just being not a very friendly place, but also because on the original consoles that this game came out on, this area, Blighttown, ran at probably like a solid, like, from what I've heard, I think it was around like 15 FPS or something like that, which is just awful. So instead of going through this fog wall, I'm going to actually drop here to grab this item. A whip. Leather whip, not intended for battle. Virtually ineffective against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. Just BDSN them to death. I think from here... Right. Okay, I remember now. We need to go down here. Okay, I made it. I didn't play this game for the first time until only like 2 months ago. It seems like a long time ago, but it actually wasn't. Right, heading up here, I believe leads to the other side of that fog wall. I didn't play this game for the first time until like a couple months ago, and obviously I'm playing it on my PC, so thankfully I never had to deal with the FPS issues in Blighttown. I'm running at a very solid 60 right now. This is the other side of that fog wall, so I can go ahead and just activate it. But I can imagine if, where's the freaking ladder? Oh, right here. I can just imagine having to play through this entire area on low FPS. It just sounds awful. Like, I'm already dreading, or not really dreading, but looking not as forward to Bloodborne as I should be, because Bloodborne is a PS4... Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Bloodborne is a PS4 exclusive, and it only runs at 30 FPS on that console. I believe you can play it on the PS5 as well, and I'm sure on the PS5 it runs at 60. But I would be playing it on the PS4. So like, having played through Dark Souls 1 and 2 on my PC at 60 FPS, and then going to playing Bloodborne on the PS4 at 30 FPS, I'm not excited for that switch. I just have a feeling it's going to feel so slow to me. But, I mean, hopefully it's not too bad. I'm usually not an FPS... Oh, for God's sake. I'm usually not a big FPS snob. Like, I'm not, 30, 60... But, Dark Souls makes a big... Like, more so than other games, I think FPS is really important in a game like this. Especially during, like, tense boss battles and things where every frame can be the difference between life and death. Oh my god. Okay, flies, mosquitoes, things. Can you, like, please go away forever? Hello? Okay, let me... Now watch, as soon as I go into my inventory, they're gonna start to bother me. What was it, the Wanderer set? Hood of an aimless traveler, made from sturdy leather. It offers protection versus wind and rain. Battle comes with the territory when one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. Huh. And also I just said although. Oh my lord. It's so funny how much I lose the ability to speak. Falchion. Small curved sword. Each hit inflicts little damage, but fluid chain attacks are deadly. The falchion's sharp, slashing attacks are effective against cloth and flesh, but not against metal armor or tough scales. Throughout Dark Souls 2, the falchion was actually my weapon of choice, interestingly enough. I haven't, oh crap. No. Ooh. Okay, that was not very good. Well, now I'm down here at the swamp. While I'm down here, I might as well grab the bonfire. As you can see, the poison swamp water is not very, very nice. Here's the bonfire for this area. So I can pop a rest here, get rid of my poison. We were almost to the bottom and I fell off the freaking scaffold. Crap, what was I just talking about? Before I fell. That's annoying. I think I was gonna say something about that enemy. Those orange fly things. Those like fire bugs or whatever. I was just gonna say that they're not all that difficult. Dragon scale, nice. We have 2 of those now. We got one from the Hydra. Something that I find interesting, although it's impossible to really demonstrate this because you can't really see up there, but this is the bottom of the same exact cylindrical concrete hole that we entered Blighttown at the very top. I can't like look up far enough to show that's true, but it is true. Just if you like look at any of the maps that people have put together about Dark Souls and Blighttown, you can see that it all lines up. It is the same hole. And people have investigated with free camera and looked around and everything. So yeah, these guys aren't a huge deal. So I'm now poisoned, and As you can see, compared to the toxic, if you can remember how fast that made my health go down, the oh gosh, the poison is like no big deal in comparison, but it is still annoying, especially going through this whole area. I mean, I don't guess there's anything else up through there. I was gonna go back up the way that I came because I fell down by accident prematurely. But now that I think about it, there's actually nothing, at least I can't think of anything up there that I need to go grab. So, I guess I'm not super worried about it. I guess I'll just head back to the bonfire. I will actually kindle this bonfire. Let's go ahead and do that. I could use the extra flasks.